Hello and welcome to Yerushalmi Berachos, Daf Samach Aleph, and that was how to print a couple of quick ha'aras and very interesting parallel sugya in the Bavli. So first of all, the Gemara is a very interesting thing. So there's machlokes about what Rabbi Yochanan held, and there's a dispute in the words of Rav Chia bar Vei and Rav Binyamin bar Yefes. So the Gemara says very interesting thing. Who knows Rabbi Yochanan's opinion better? Is it not Rav Chia bar Vei? Of course, it's Rav Chia bar Vei. So in the Bavli. And this parallel sugya, which is on Berachos Lamed Ches Amud Beis, so it says over there that why was Rav Chia bar Vei better known as the Talmud of Rav Yochanan? Because he was precise in really taking a lot of effort to remember everything. And every 30 days, Rav Chia would review in the presence of Rav Yochanan. And Tosas brings this down over there as well, to make sure that he got the correct accuracy there, like the Ritva explains. And Rav Binyamin bar Yefes, what he was also Talmud Chacham, but he didn't go to that level, which is not an insult, it's just a reality. So we see, how do you learn something from someone? Every 30 days you review what you learn from them. And this is the importance of having a Rebbe and someone that you could constantly ask questions to. The Gemara says a very interesting thing, which is that when we're talking about mar, the Gemara says that why can't we use cooked vegetables? Because when you cook it, it loses some of its power. And this comes up in halacha. It says, Kivan sheshalka batla marasan. Its bitterness left, and this is a very, very big discussion in the poskim when it comes to davar harif. For example, a lot of times people have a shayla about onions that, I messed things up. Well, here's the thing. According to a lot of poskim, again, I'm not poskim, but just halachically, if you use raw onions or you cut something and then you're talking about a problem, that might be a problem. But once the onions got cooked and then you cooked onions, they actually lost some of its power, which is a famous dispute about whether onions are even a davar harif bichlal. It's the same thing with Parmesan cheese. Some people wait 6 hours after eating it, but if it's cooked or melted, then it lost some of its power. And again, a lot of people say that if you eat it in mac and cheese or something and not raw, which it could, it's delicious both ways for people that like it. So then that would not cause a 6 hour requirement of delaying if you hold such a thing as hard cheese to begin with. Okay, and the 6 hour, of course, halacha. Anyway, so you see the Gemara says, first, Bavli and Yerushalmi. The last thing I want to leave you off is a very interesting thing, which is the Gemara has machlokes between Rav Nechemia and the Chachamim how to make a bracha. Rav Nechemia says hamotzi lachem in aretz, and the Rabbanan say it's motzi lachem in aretz. And of course, we know how we paskin. There's a whole dispute in the Torah and different girsos. The Bavli and Daf Lamed Ches Amud Aleph says mafurish Tana Rabbanan Mahu Omer hamotzi lachem in aretz. That's the Rabbanan sheet. That Rav Nechemia Omer motzi lachem in aretz. So there's a major girsa issue here. But suffice it to say, it's very, very fascinating. What does that mean? So there's a whole discussion of Kel Motzia Mitzrayim. Is it that you're talking about Hashem took them out, or that He will take them out? De'apik or demapik? I'm not going to go into the exact length of it, but I just want to say this because you read the next Gemara, it sounds a little bit strange. There's a machlokes. The Gemara says between what the word lefes. Lefes is a turnip. For those of you that use it, I put it in my soup sometimes. So Rav Chinana bar Yitzchak, Rav Shmuel bar Imi, they both darshan the name lefes. One of them says lefes means lo pas haisa. This was not bread. Was this not bread in the past? Meaning before Adam sinned, it says the Gemara says in Sanhedrin that a gluska would come out of the what's it called? Would come out of the ground. So it looked like it was a ready-made piece of bread. So therefore, that's what the word lefes. Now, I'm not really sure why. Maybe this is some source for some alternative grains, but I'm not really sure why a lefes is being used. But suffice it to say, this is how the Mefarshim explain it, that this turnip, it looks like a loaf of bread. I guess that was a shape they had back then. So it's saying, remember in the past, before Adam sinned, that this was bread. And the other one says, no. Lefes is lopas, that it means lopas yasida lios. Is this not destined to be the bread in the future? Meaning when Mashiach comes, the breads will be there again. So 1 second. So the machlokes is, are you looking at the past before Adam sinned, or looking at the future? So just zoom out. As a psychologist, my theory is that there's a certain dispute here. Are we looking at the past and saying, wow, look how much we messed up? Or are we looking at the future saying, look, Hashem's going to fix it? But you see this exact same thing of the apik and the mapik, which is what the Gemara is saying. That is it talking about Hashem will take us out of Mitzrayim, took us out of Mitzrayim in the past, or maybe is it talking about the Geula Hasida? Ha motzi lachem in haaretz is a promise for the future that Hashem will redeem us. Of course, there's many different kavanas amilos, and I'm not going into the halachic aspects, but you see that there's this concept of do we look at the past or do we mean the future, and that's what motzi and hamotzi is going. I'll leave that for the scholars, which are many of you, and I look forward to hearing your ha'aras. Have a great day.